calling to say I
MMA Weekly's live coverage of the UFC 281 ceremonial weigh-ins, Radio City Music Hall in New York City, and I just had a flashback to the 2000 VMAs and Eminem and all the Slim Shadys going in there one by one. Well, the UFC is taking over today with the main event, and you have got Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira, and you've got Carla Esparza and Zhang Weili. Two titles on the line, middleweight and strawweight, and then two of the greatest lightweights in the world, Dustin Poirier, the Diamond, and Michael Chandler. I'm not calling him Iron Mike. There's only one Iron Mike, and it's Mike Tyson. Frankie Edgar's retirement fight, if you don't have enough on this card. Dan Hooker's on this card with his teammate Adesanya. You have got some major throwdowns on this card. MMA Weekly's coverage of UFC 281 is powered by PristineAuction.com. We're giving away a framed Dustin Poirier autographed picture of him beating up Conor McGregor against the Octagon in Abu Dhabi from Pristine Auction. Details coming up. But first, I tell you that PristineAuction.com is the most trusted sports memorabilia auction site. A+, Better Business Bureau rating. Auctions on PristineAuction.com start at just $1. Every day, there's more than 1,000 autographed items available. I check it out every day myself. You won't believe what they have. The selection is unbelievable, and it's not just UFC or MMA. So you can win signed, authentic signatures at affordable prices. I say win because it is an auction. I can get 20, 30, 40, 40, got 50 in the back, got 50 going, got 50, got a 60. I'm saying it's an auction. It's an online auction, but it's unbelievable. Think about this, right? A Francis Ngannou glove went for $49 last week. It's an auction. They got to sell it. They have every fighter you could want. Paddy the Baddy, Conor McGregor, John Jones, and more. Every single item on PristineAuction.com comes with a certificate of authenticity from the industry's most reputable authenticators. Upgrade your collection of signed memorabilia today and get $10 off your first item when you use the code Dustin. Can we see that giveaway, Scott, real quick? Here's your chance. Again, a framed Dustin Poirier. Look at him punching the notorious nose right there. And Conor with the shaved head, Mr. Nice Guy. Poirier wasn't too nice in that fight, was he? What a fight that was. But the Diamond with a chip on his shoulder this week and the signed item, we're giving it away right now. Head to PristineAuction.com, click register on the top of the page, and sign up using our registration code Dustin to be entered in the giveaway. And guess what? The links are going to be in the description. So again, the code is Dustin, and it's at PristineAuction.com, and that is how you can win that prize right there. And again, it'll be in the notes. So also powered by NordVPN. You can try it risk-free now with a 30-day money-back guarantee at NordVPN.com/Greece. Try it risk-free now with a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's NordVPN. Check it out, right? Secure online experience for all of you, right? All your passwords in one place. No hacking. I had 280 attempts last week to try to hack me. Imagine if you're actually somebody in the world. How many people try to hack our president every day or our government? If I'm getting 280 in a week, I need NordVPN. It's secure. It's safe. My passwords are in one place. It's encrypted. I can go anywhere. I can do anything on the web, and no one knows what the hell I'm doing. Divorce lawyers, if the shoe fits, right? Not for me, but for you, maybe, right? Employers, whatever. You want to be secure online. You want to have that privacy, right? We don't have any privacy anymore. You do with NordVPN, right? That's first and foremost. It's up to 6 devices. It works on everything. You got servers all over the world. You're never going to run out of coverage. You can live stream. Sports fan, get this. You live stream through NordVPN. It's so much faster and so much more clear than any other live streaming service. I love NordVPN. I'm just getting started on it right now. And again, getting a huge discount and 4 months free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. This is ridiculous. No one does this. NordVPN does. https://nordvpn.com/GRIES. It's the UFC 281 ceremonial weigh-ins on MMA Weekly. The show opens right now. We're waiting for Joe Rogan to hit the stage at Radio City Music Hall. How must that be for Joe? I just hosted a weigh-in show on Triller and Fighting Across the World a couple of weeks ago, and to do something like that at Radio City Music Hall would be a thrill for Joe Rogan. But again, it's powered by NordVPN, NordVPN.com. is nordvpn.com/Greece. Try it risk-free now with a 30-day money-back guarantee and surf the web in peace and security. And also Pristine Auction. Enter to win the frame Poirier autograph print punching Conor McGregor, and you get $10 off your first item one as well from Pristine Auction. Use the registration code Dustin when you sign up at https://www.pristineauction.com/register. I'm Jim Greasehaber. Call me Grease. We got our man Cam on the cam in New York City. We got Scott Peterson on the wheels running the show, and we are here for the brief amount of time that it will take for the UFC to do these weigh-ins, and usually it's quick. I mean, of course, the Diaz fight with the Hamzat thing and all that was crazy that week, but it's about a half-hour show. Hope you're enjoying it. And again, tomorrow night, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, 8 o'clock in Arizona, because we don't change our clocks. It's UFC 281, the live stream react show with yours truly hosting. We're going to kill the numbers on this one. Israel Adesanya's UFC title run has never been in more serious jeopardy. Or has it? You're really going to tell me Alex Pereira is more of a threat to him than Robert Whittaker was? Come on, man. This guy just got to the UFC. He's got a loss in MMA. This ain't kickboxing, like Izzy said. So we'll see how that one plays out. And then, of course, you have all kinds of other things coming up on this card. So many storylines. Where does the winner of Poirier Chandler fit in the title picture at 55? With the news coming out today that the Australia fight card, 284, they're close to booking Volkanovski and Islam Makhachev for that lightweight title versus the pound-for-pound title, and that is at 284. So it's going to be held up for a while, but it's a pretty good timeline for either Poirier or Chandler. Look, Chandler's they love him in the UFC. He's like The Rock in WWF back in the day. Now it's WWE, and they just keep pushing him. They give him title fights. They give him big fight after big fight after big fight. And look at his record in the UFC, Michael Chandler. So why is he getting all these fights? They love him, right? And Poirier, too, one of the top guys in the world. So we're really excited to see that fight as well. The retirement fight for Frankie Edgar. The legend gets his flowers. Pretty close to his hometown in Jersey, but the hometown fans in the tri-state area for the answer, Frankie Edgar, the former lightweight champ. You've got Esparza and Zhang Weili, the co-main for the strawweight title, and you got Thug Rose, and you have all kinds of girls in that division. And how about Lemos with what she's been doing, and Andrade is back there. All of a sudden, strawweight is jacked and stacked like never before between lightweight and welterweight on the men's side, strawweight on the female side. You're talking about some serious divisions to get through for fighters who want to win a belt right now in the UFC. It might be better than it's ever been, but we're excited. The ceremonial weigh-in's about to start for UFC 281. It's powered by NordVPN and PristineAuction.com on MMA Weekly. Just really, really pumped for this ceremonial weigh-in show to get started, for Izzy to take control of the crowd. It's a different feel when there's a guy like Israel Adesanya. He's an all-time great. He's a tremendous champion. I personally think he's going to make quick work of Alex Pereira, but that's just me. I mean, I just that's what I see in this fight. I don't know what you guys are thinking in the chat right now, but we are pumped to have you with us as well, and we're live on MMA Weekly's YouTube. So check us out on all our social media platforms. We got Cam on the cam. We got Scott on the wheels. I'm Jim Greasehaber. Call me Grease. Cage Side Grease on social media. New York City is the place. UFC 281 ceremonial weigh-ins are the event, powered by NordVPN and Pristine Auction. NordVPN.com/Grease. PristineAuction.com/register with the code Dustin. That's how you take advantage of the NordVPN right now. Right there, risk-free, 30-day money-back guarantee. Pristine Auction, giving away the Poirier signed picture, punching Conor McGregor in the notorious nose. You also get $10 off your first item once you sign in, and that is regardless of whether you win the Poirier item or not. So we're pumped. We're getting started momentarily. I'm going to step off right here and let you listen to the sights and sounds. You're not listening to the sights. I'll be okay. Let you listen to the sounds while you see the sights live in New York City at the world-famous Radio City Music Hall. And here's one question for you in the chat before I stop. Rockettes or UFC Octagon Girls? If you have your choice, the Rockettes or the Octagon Girls. Let's go. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Enjoy.
calling to say I just calling to say I just calling to say I
You're looking at the stage in Radio City Music Hall, the UFC 281 ceremonial weigh-ins. About 13 minutes past their start time right now. We're getting a little bit of a wide shot there for you. There you see that full stage. Good job by Cam on the cam in New York City. Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira, and Carla Esparza, Zhang Weili, the title fights. Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler. Frankie Edgar's retirement fight. There is another person in this fight. This just in. It's not just Frankie Edgar. He's not fighting himself, although it might seem that way.
Belt holder, China's Zhang Weili. Plus, we have got a killer feature bout in the lightweight division between top contenders and UFC superstars Dustin Poirier and Michael
And here
Chandler.
comes Joe Rogan to the stage.
We would
We're
like
going to
to
get it
thank our
started.
UFC sponsors.
NordVPN and
Body Armor
PristineAuction.com bringing
Sports Drink
you
provides
UFC
superior
281
hydration for today's athletes.
MMA
More
Weekly.
electrolytes, more vitamins, better sports drink. Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC. And Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. We would also like to send a special welcome to our UFC Fight Club members joining us today here in New York City. We hope to see all of you once again at the Mecca for the fights tomorrow night. And now for the call of the ceremonial weigh-in for UFC 281. Here is Joe Rogan.
What's happening in New York City? Welcome to the weigh-in. How about a nice round of applause for the Octagon girls? Ariane, Brittany, Brooklyn, Luciana. Honor, what's happening, baby? Mick Maynard, matchmaker extraordinaire, Dana White. Without him, none of this would be possible. And we got a banging card for you, ladies and gentlemen. We kick things off on UFC Fight Pass and ESPN Plus in the light heavyweight division. Carlos Ulberg versus Negumereanu Nikolai. First up on the scale, Negumereanu Nikolai, official weight 206.
That's a big boy.
And Official weight 155 for the steamroller. Otman Azaitar and Matt Bravola, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we move to the ESPN Plus and ESPN News prelims. We kick things off in the middleweight division. Andre Petrovsky versus Wellington Turman. First on the scale, Wellington Turman, official weight 185. And his opponent, Andre Petrovsky. Official weight 186. Wellington Turman and Andre Petrovsky, ladies and gentlemen. The next fight takes place in the women's flyweight division. Erin Blanchfield versus Molly McCann. Official weight 125.5 for Molly McCann. And her opponent, Erin Blanchfield. Official weight 125. Molly McCann and Erin Blanchfield, ladies and gentlemen. The next fight takes place in the light heavyweight division. Dominic Reyes versus Ryan Official weight 155.5. Renato Moicano and Brad Waddell, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we move to the main card. Live on pay-per-view, we kick things off in the lightweight division. Dan Hooker versus Claudio Poirier. First up on the scale, Claudio Poirier. Official weight 155. And his opponent, Dan Hooker. Official weight 156 for the Hangman. Kicking off the pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, Claudio Poirier and Dan Hooker. Next fight takes place in the bantamweight division. Frankie Edgar versus Chris Gutierrez. Official weight 136 for Mr. Gutierrez. And his opponent, the former lightweight champion of the world, Frankie Edgar. Official weight 135.5. That's a hell of a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Gutierrez and Frankie Edgar. The next fight takes place in the lightweight division. Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler. Official weight 156 for Iron Mike Chandler. And his opponent, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Official weight 156. Michael Chandler and Dustin Poirier, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's take a closer look at the two women involved in the co-main event of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. The winner by split decision, and
I've definitely solidified my spot in the history books by becoming a 2-time UFC champion. I mean, I was definitely already kind of in there, you know, being there at the beginning of the division of the UFC.
Carla Esparza, the inaugural UFC strawweight champion.
But this sport has evolved so much, you know, especially on the women's side over these last 8 years. And I think that, you know, still being at the top of it just kind of shows I've evolved with the division.
Carla Esparza's overall fight IQ increased, her striking increased. She's developed a full overall well-rounded game, and if she can get to that top position, she is nasty.
Oh, that's gonna do it. Carla Esparza.
我觉得卡拉跟 Rose 的比赛怎么说呢？可能顾忌的太多了，可能怕把脸打花呀。我觉得冠军的心态就是无所顾忌。对我来说，就是你不要在意输赢，你不要在意怕打花脸、怕受伤，什么都不要去想，只是想把最好的自己展现出来给观众看。
She's going to grab you, she's going to overpower you, she's going to hurt you.
因为在我跟 Joanna 打之前，Dana White 就说，如果谁赢了这场比赛就会挑战冠军，所以这次比赛的时候，我就是想要赢，而且我是想要碾压。
Spinning back fist, force the object, and that will do it. Zhang Weili.
Weili is former champion. She's been at the top of this division as well. She's a great fighter, but I have the best wrestling in the strawweight division. I've been able to take down everybody I've fought in my whole career, so I don't doubt that I can get her down at some point. Really like push my ground and pound and go for the finish.
卡拉呢，她从很小就开始练习摔跤，而且她摔跤水平在 UFC 也是挺高的，也特别想检验一下我的摔跤和柔术地面，因为我也练了很多。
There's a tap.
Wow!
What a victory there for Weili.
All the work is done. All I can do is just find those weaknesses, find those holes. And I want to show I am still the best strawweight in the world.
我觉得没有什么让我担心的，我就是想着做好自己，然后做好每一天。
Zhang Weili has her down.
And new.
Here we go, ladies. The strawweight championship of the world. Introducing the challenger, Zhang Weili. Official weight 115 for the challenger. And her opponent, the reigning, defending women's strawweight champion of the world, Carla Esparza. Official weight 115 for the two-time champ. All right, I'm here with the challenger, Zhang Weili. Obviously, this is an amazing moment for you, an opportunity to regain the title. Give us your thoughts on what this fight means and what Carla means as an opponent.
明天晚上又有机会重新夺得腰带，跟大家说说现在你的心情如何，然后说说你的这次的对手卡拉。
然后 I'm excited，我非常兴奋，然后我来到也感受到了大家的热情，我特别开心。
I'm so excited. Since I came to the New York, I feel so much love from you guys. I'm very happy. Thank you.
Well, we're very excited to see you tomorrow night. Good luck to you. The challenger, ladies and gentlemen, Zhang Weili. I'm here with the champ, two-time champ, Carla Esparza. Carla, you have an opportunity tomorrow to defend your title. Tell me how much that means to you and how you feel about Zhang Weili as a contender.
It means so much to me. I fought 8 years to get back here to hear those words, and still. So I'm super excited. I worked really hard for this, and I just can't wait to put on a show.
I can't wait to watch. Good luck to you, Carla Esparza, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's take a closer look at the two men involved in the main event of the evening. is one of the most feared strikers to ever fight in kickboxing.
Over and out.
This is one of the most ferocious fighters that has ever entered into the sport. The only Glory 2 division simultaneous champ. This man is a monster.
Oh my goodness.
Alex Pereira!
When I say ridiculous power, I mean one punch, smash, knockout power. Any mistake you make with him, it's night-night.
Oh! Massive left from Pereira!
That's it.
Can't play with this dude, man.
Alex Pereira has done it again!
You cannot stand in front of that man. That power is different. It's extraordinary.
Izzy, you fought Alex Pereira twice, but in kickboxing, where he won both fights. How do you look back at those two fights?
My first fight with Pereira, a lot of people felt like I handily won. The second fight, he knocked me out and won the fight. But yeah, I let it go. I never held on to it. I move on with life. People make way too much of that knockout. Look at my career. I'm winning in life, and he's still in some favela somewhere doing this thing, and he's just like seeing me shining and like, I knocked that guy out.
Eu falei que ia nocautear ele e foi o que aconteceu. No Brasil tem ditado que a gente fala, né? Quem apanha nunca esquece. Tenho certeza que ele não esqueceu. Tá sendo muito difícil para ele.
He's that guy that people think can beat me because he already has in kickboxing in the past. But that was then, and this is now. Now it's time for my story.
You are looking at the undisputed greatest middleweight in the world at present. Israel Adesanya on his way to becoming the greatest middleweight champion of all time.
This is mixed martial arts. There's a lot more that's different in this game.
I mean, this guy's special. He's got it all. Oh, that is it!
Israel Adesanya possesses A+ skills in every part of mixed martial arts.
There's no one like him in the sport today. He's a truly, truly unique talent.
Bom, ele entra na luta só para não perder. Mas eu entro na luta para ganhar. Vai fazer com que eu faça ele lutar. I will be the champion.
This fight is about revenge. When I finish him in front of 18, 19,000 people at MSG, I'm gonna blow the roof off that bitch. You don't want to miss this one. Trust, you don't want to miss this one.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the middle. The challenger, Alex Pereira! Official weight, 184.5. And his opponent, the reigning, defending, undisputed middleweight champion of the world, the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. Official weight, 185. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the challenger, Alex Pereira. This is a huge opportunity for you, sir. You get a chance to fight for the middleweight title. Give us your thoughts on what this means to you and what Israel as an opponent means to you.
Desafiante Alex Pereira, essa grande oportunidade para você de desafiar ele e ganhar o título. O que isso significa para você? O que você está sentindo?
Bom, significa muito para mim. É uma grande oportunidade. Eu estou aqui porque eu construí isso. Estou muito feliz. Eu acho que eu já falei tudo e agora só quero lutar.
It's a great opportunity for me. I think I've done everything. You know,
I want to be here. I want to be a champion. And I've said a lot. All I want to do is fight now. All right. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you very much. I'm here with the champ, ladies and gentlemen. Israel, obviously another gigantic moment for you, an opportunity to defend your title. Give us your thoughts on the significance of tomorrow night's fight.
Who wants to hear and do tomorrow? Who wants to hear and still tomorrow? I'm done talking. We'll fight tomorrow.
These people have spoken and the champ has spoken. Thank you very much, New York City. We'll see you all tomorrow night.
All right, there it is. The weigh-ins in the books, and Israel Adesanya with a simple message. He just left it up to the fans. Who do they want to see win? He didn't want to say anything else. He's been talking all week. He said, I thought this guy was going to go on forever, talking about how he had beaten me. He made it here. I opened the door for him to be here, and now he has a chance, basically, because of me, and I'm paraphrasing, to be the UFC champion. And that's the way it goes in this sport, right? I mean, he's got the only guy who's ever knocked out Adesanya in a combat sport. He's one of two guys who has beaten him. One was a decision that a lot of people thought Izzy won, and they were both in kickboxing. Of course, you guys know that. And then, of course, the knockout, the only man who knocked him out. And the other person, of course, to beat Izzy was Jan Blachowicz, but he didn't finish him. Unbelievable, though, the environment in New York. And, you know, I just wanted to start taking odds, though, you know, like just to get a sports book on here and be like, what's in the pouch? What's in Rogan's pouch? Mushrooms would be one of my top guesses. Weed. No, he's not going to bring, I'm only kidding. That's what he talks about all the time in his podcast. He's not going to bring them on the stage in New York City. Or maybe he will, because no one's going to search Joe Rogan, right? If you're looking for some odds on this card real quick before we wrap it on MMA Weekly, Adesanya minus 210 is a huge favorite. Dustin Poirier minus 230. That's a big number over Michael Chandler. Gutierrez minus 220 over Frankie Edgar. And Zhang Weili, besides it's Poirier and then Adesanya after that, but Zhang Weili minus 425 against the two-time champion Carla Esparza, who's plus 315. So if you think Carla can get that wrestle game going and beat Zhang, there's a good number there for you. Alex Pereira is at plus 170. Frankie Edgar at plus 180. How about a parlay with Frankie Edgar and Carla Esparza if you're a wrestling fan? And Michael Chandler, the three wrestlers, Chandler plus 185, Edgar plus 180, and Esparza plus 315. I don't have all the math there for you, but that's going to do it. You got the weigh-ins in the books. What a great day it's been. What an awesome week, man. UFC 281 in New York City. Can't wait. It's tomorrow night, 10 Eastern. 7 Pacific, we will be streaming live on MMA Weekly. Got a couple commercials to do, and then we'll give you a couple more notes here, and then we'll wrap it up. MMA Weekly is pumped to be bringing you live coverage, wall-to-wall, of UFC 281 in New York City, and it is powered by NordVPN. What is a VPN, you ask? Well, it is safety, security, comfort, speed. I am speed. What movie? I'm a father. Lightning McQueen, Cars, come on. All right, anyway, NordVPN, let me tell you, just overall, they have servers all over the world. You're going to have that service, that protection, that speed. Anywhere you go worldwide, you can change your location. There's a little map in there. You just ping where you are, and bang, they find the service close to you. It still works through your regular ISP, your internet service provider. You still send it out the same way and receive it the same way. It just goes through the filter of NordVPN, so it's encrypted, meaning not even your internet service provider is going to be able to have your information, and the people who hack them can't hack you. The people who are trying to hack you can't hack you. All your passwords are in one place. Everything is on lockdown. Maximum security, man. Like there was a fight in the yard. Maximum security, NordVPN, and of course speed. If you're streaming a fight fan, you don't ever want to have those hiccups, right? You're buffering. We do it sometimes on our live streams. You don't want to buffer. You don't want to lose that speed. You want to make sure you can watch the fights, the games, the shows, whatever you want to stream your music everywhere you go. No problem with NordVPN. And right now, because you know us, because we like you, because you're a part of the MMA Weekly family, you can grab your exclusive NordVPN deal right now. Go to nordvpn.com/Greece. nordvpn.com/Greece. You get a huge discount. You get a NordVPN plan with 4 additional months for free. It's completely risk-free as well with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee at nordvpn.com/GRIES. My last name, the first 2 letters. Anyway, also powered by pristineauction.com, the most trusted sports memorabilia auction site with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. MMA Weekly is thrilled to be teaming up with Pristine Auction on tonight's coverage of UFC 281. We're giving away a big prize, Dustin Poirier. Hint, hint, coming up. We'll tell you more about that in just a minute. But first, I want to remind you that auctions on pristineauction.com start at just $1. And each day, there are over 1,000 autographed items available. So you win signed, authentic signatures at affordable prices. Just last week, an autographed Francis Ngannou glove sold for $49. Deals like this happening all the time on pristineauction.com. And they have just about every fighter you could want. Paddy the Baddy, Conor McGregor, John Jones, and so many more, like Dustin Poirier, who's coming up in just a second. Every item on pristineauction.com comes with a certificate of authenticity from the industry's most reputable authenticators. Upgrade your collection of signed memorabilia today and get $10 off your first item one when you use the code Dustin. And all you have to do right there is, it's your chance. And you're using the code Dustin. I mentioned Poirier twice. You ready? He looks focused, looks locked in, looks ready to go. I think he's going to smash Michael Chandler, and you're going to get a piece of history. It's Poirier beating up Conor McGregor. Can we get one more shot of that, Scott? It's the autographed print. It's framed from pristineauction.com. All you have to do is go to pristineauction.com/register. And at the top of the page, you click that, and you enter the code Dustin to be entered in the giveaway. You also get $10 off your first item one. pristineauction.com with the code Dustin. Everybody made weight except a couple of fighters. Those fights are being contested at catchweights. They're further down the card, although one of them is Ryan Spann and Dominic Reyes, the former championship #1 contender. Reyes making his return. The retirement fight of Frankie Edgar. You got Dan Hooker looking to get off the schneid. He's lost 4 out of 5. Then you got Poirier and Chandler, Esparza, the 2-time champ, defending against Zhang Weili, also a former champion. And then you have Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira, 2 of the best kickboxers of the modern era. Izzy, the champ in the UFC right now. Look at that picture, smashing Conor McGregor. You're going to win that, potentially, but you can enter to win for free at pristineauction.com. This has been MMA Weekly's live coverage of the UFC 281 ceremonial weigh-ins from Radio City Music Hall in New York City. I want to thank all of you for being with us here today, and I want to remind you that tomorrow night, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, UFC 281, the live stream, the reaction show right here on MMA Weekly, the world's largest independently owned MMA website, MMA Weekly, with Scott Peterson. And, of course, Cam is in New York on the cam. I'm Jim Greasehover. Call me Grease. Cage Side Grease on social media, reminding you to keep your game tight and your mind right. We'll talk to you tomorrow. You've been watching MMA Weekly's exclusive coverage, live coverage of the UFC 281 ceremonial weigh-ins, powered by NordVPN. Security, speed, safety, all those things online. Risk-free, 30-day money-back guarantee, 4 months free at nordvpn.com/grease. It's in the description and the comments. And also by Pristine Auction, you can enter to win a framed Dustin Poirier autographed print punching Conor McGregor, as well as get $10 off your first item one at pristineauction.com. Use the registration code Dustin when you sign up at pristineauction.com/register. For Scott, for Cam, and all of us here at MMA Weekly, hit the website up, get on our social media channels. We got a huge one tomorrow night in New York City. We will see you then. Good night, fight fans.
I'm just calling to say I